Let's see. 1 for Ipos and Ash, 2 for Silas and Aaron. Ipos and Ash.
Cool.
You have your little day trip up into the mountains. Can you roll me 2d10s?
One each.
J-Mac, can you roll one for me? Because I am currently in the kitchen.
Sure.
Oof.
That's a d10. Or I meant d100, sorry, not d10. Okay. Thankfully, your trip goes fairly well. There doesn't seem to be much up here beyond as you start climbing the more rockier parts, you notice there's a lot of bird nests up on this mountain for some reason.
It doesn't surprise me.
Nope.
Yeah. But you can probably following Lillian as she's like, oh, I'm so glad you managed to find somewhere like this. Hopefully we'll find something useful, cracks Knuckles. As you can find a small clearing where she'll spend some time searching for stuff and Apos can commune with the spirits.
Oh, I should have brought drugs.
Jugs?
Drugs.
Oh, drugs.
I mean, jugs can help as well.
I was about to say, what would you use jugs for?
Jugs of drugs.
Jugs full of drugs.
But yeah, I'm going to attempt to assist Ipos using my summoner magic.
Sure. Well, the first thing I have a question for is, Ipos, do you have any magic that you're using here? I don't know if you have any druid spells. Well, now might be a good time to see.
It'd be a new day, so I would have prepared for this, but what sort of check would it be? Because I mean, I can throw down things like Tears to Wine or whatever, but I don't know if it would actually be relevant.
It's mostly if you had any specific spells that were like the ones where it's like you talk to birds in a general area or something
right.
like that.
I know I can get the Speak to Plants, or Plant Voice, I believe it's called, because I was looking at druid spells earlier.
I can't remember if you get the one where you can talk to all the birds in the area.
I'm pretty sure I do. I'm just waiting for the page to load because my internet has gone horrible.
Yeah, I can see my Discord like flashing in the corner of my eye, like.
Let's see, I can call to animals, I can charm animals.
What was it? Commune with birds. Oh, commune with birds is a fucking first level spell for you.
First level.
Commune with birds is easy.
Yeah, I was expected it to be like second level or something.
Nope.
Birds are dicks.
Oh yeah, there it is. But yes, they are dicks, but I also have Shrike, if Shrike came with.
You can invite them out.
Yeah, I can bring them along, they can help translate. They're part bird, part spirit, it's great.
And let's see, do you have any second level spells?
I'm sure second level spells was the Plant Voice, so I could talk to a tree or something.
Maybe? That might be third level.
No, it's second.
Oh, it's a transmutation, that's why. I was looking divination. The other options that might be potentially useful for you are Lay of the Land. That'll tell you if you have a way of getting your divination cast level up by 1, you could learn about in a 2-mile radius.
Is there any reagents that do that?
Let's look.
Just off people's heads. I don't want to spend too long looking up random shit.
I know there is one. It's like Mindu or something. Oh, it's literally called Mindu. Never mind. But you have the Alchemist Lab below the school with a bunch of alchemical reagents if you wanted to grab that before you went.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
So yeah, I can slap down Lay of the Land, Commune with Birds, Plant Voice. And I'd still have like 3 more first level spells of various things, but I'm not going to spend half an hour searching through the list for stuff that might be useful, so we'll go with just them for now.
Fair enough. Right, let me real quick. So you had Speak of Birds, or Commune with Birds.
And yeah, you know what, let's get slightly drunk. Let's slap down a Tears to Wine just for shits and giggles, because that lasts for half an hour at this point.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
Lillian, come get buzzed with us.
Don't have a buff set up for Tears to Wine? What madness is this?
Let's see. You can utter a question in the form of a low-pitched bird call that can be heard up to a mile away. What was the scale of this map?
if there's actual animals around, I could also just speak with animals.
Yeah.
But commune with birds have the range benefit.
Okay. What are you starting with?
Let's start with communing with the birds. They might be able to give me an actual direction to lay of the land into.
Fair enough. In which case, roll me a diplomacy check. If you have anything to offer to the birds, you may get a bonus. I don't know if you're carrying anything we'd be interested in.
Well, I was carrying 5 bags of cake mix, but now...
I don't know if that's necessarily something I'd be interested in.
They'd love it. Unfortunately, I am not technically carrying any rations because I didn't write any down. So, not really anything they'd be interested in, I think.
In which case, roll me a diplomacy roll as if you were doing gather information.
I believe I don't get any bonuses to that. And I believe my druid stuff doesn't give me bonuses to talking specifically to animals.
No.
No, it gives bonuses to
Sure.
wild empathy, I think, but not actual diplomacy.
Wild empathy is you can make request of animals as if rolling diplomacy, so you can just roll that.
However, I'm pretty sure diplomacy is way better than your wild empathy.
Yeah, should be.
Thought it was actually under the same skill now. Oh no, I'm thinking of handle animal and diplomacy. Yeah, it's exactly the same as a diplomacy check, but where's it gone? Yeah, average.
Okay. I will give you 6 questions you can ask of the birds. This can be as specific or general as you want.
Oh sweet Jesus.
Sorry.
Can you do Ash stuff while I'm thinking of this? I'm really struggling to think at the moment. I've been up for a long time.
That's fair. If you even want, you can just bank these questions and you can ask them later when you're more awake, because we'll probably only continue playing for an hour or so more.
Yeah, I'll bank them for now, and if I think of any before, we finish, I'll just ask them then.
6 bird questions. I'll note that down. Ash.
Yep.
Unfortunately, up on the high rocky cliffs, there are actually a few things that you can find that would be interesting as materials, both for crafting and just for money-wise. The main issue is getting to it. You have a little bit of a skill challenge coming up for you, in the fact that you need to first get to it, extract the thing, and then preferably get down.
Cool.
The question is, do you have anything to help you with that? As Lillian will spend probably while you're here, probably spend an hour or two pointing out, okay, here's a deposit of elemental rocks that would be useful. Here's a tree that's been struck by lightning, which would also potentially be useful for me. There's some plants up here which might be useful. Pretty sure these are poisonous mushrooms, but that's fine.
Alright, well, first of all, we're gonna have to divvy up the responsibilities here.
Okay.
So, with whatever few things Ash can take care of, Ash does have, excuse me, a couple of different kinds of spells prepared, as well as my summoning magic to possibly just enlist the aid of the other worlds.
That's wrong. Okay then. Give me a second. So there'll be basically 3 different challenges for 3 different resources here. I just need to pick which ones of this list. What it will take. Okay. I'll write them down, chat. As the basics are, 1, Lillian has identified something that's basically high up, which would require a decent bit of a climb. Secondly, she's discovered something that's along a rocky ridge that technically you could also use climb for that, but acrobatics might be easier to shimmy along and get some of these feathers that she's found. And escape artist, as she's found something that's basically at the bottom of a rocky crag that you're gonna need to squeeze down to get to.
Okay, so for the climbing challenge, how heavy is the object I'm going for?
In this case, it's rocks, so you both need to be able to get up there and pry them out.
Okay, I'm going to use enlarge person.
Okay.
So hopefully that helps.
It certainly gives you more reach.
Which is, by and large, what I'm hoping for, is just that I'll effectively have to climb less because I'm bigger. And these are solid rocks I'm working with. And I'm also going to be using Bestow Insight because strength is my worst possible fucking thing you could request of me.
But I should point out you do need to be trained in the skill to actually use Bestow Insight with it.
Alright. Yeah, no, fuck that then. That's not happening. So we're going to attempt this. It's not going to go very well.
The main point is whatever you do,
Never
in some way
mind.
it'll- Did you nat 20? You nat 20.
I nat 20.
As you're kind of pointing this out, Lillian's like, okay, I'll go for this one. This seems easy enough. And you're like, okay, I got this. As you fucking just rock climb without any equipment up the side of this fucking mountain. Give me a second. Oof. Okay.
People have been known to do great and stupid things to impress their loved ones.
As thankfully, with your increased strength, you can climb up and spend some time getting some elemental iron. Give me a second. My
Amazing.
brother is going ham, and I'm going to go see why.
Zippy zap light iron. Yay.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Okay. Torn, the main question is, do you want to attempt any of the other challenges, or do you want to default for Lillian doing it?
Acrobatics I'm actually quite good at
Because your shoes?
because of my shoes. However,
Dun, dun.
I will say that I'm not going to be satisfied with just doing this particular job well. I would like to summon a bird to assist in this, while I also go and grab some.
Okay.
Because if
you can
it's
both
worth
do it.
doing, it is worth overdoing.
Fair enough. As you can both. Lillian's not much of a climber, however, her acrobatics is not the worst. As she'll attempt to grab some of these feathers.
My acrobatics was a 10, because all things must be balanced, I suppose.
Thankfully, you don't fall off. Unfortunately, Lillian does. Thankfully, she's a sylph. She kind of just falls gently to the floor.
Ash would like to be overly dramatic about the whole situation, despite her falling all of maybe 1 foot a second.
She's like, I'll be fine. Unfortunately, I can only do that once a day.
No, how could I lose you like this? Of all the places, of all the ways, why?
Zippos hears some drum out over.
Hippos just rolls his eyes.
If you wished, you could try again. However, be wary of the, falling. If you do not have favorite fall as a spell.
Okay. Acrobatics. 26. There we go.
Oh damn, that's a lot better.
That's the ticket.
Sorry, I forgot to add that bonus to that one. Hey. As this trip goes a lot better than the last one, as you managed to collect a decent bundle of feathers. And the last one. Do you wish to try and squeeze down the hole?
I'm not good at that, and I ain't got no good bullshit for that, so what is it down there I'm specifically trying to get?
It appears to be some kind of jelly. It's like a natural rock ochre or something. I never say that right. Ochre? Ochre.
Yeah, Lillian, are you sure we need this? This looks like it could be dangerous.
I mean, it's mostly just dangerous if we get stuck, but we got a decent haul for today. I can leave it.
I'm gonna summon a snake to try and help this situation.
Okay.
And basically just give them like a more or less like a sort of tankard, like one of those cups, large cups with a handle.
Okay.
And just be like, here, drag this with you, drag it through, scoop it up, and then just drag it up.
I got summoned for this shit.
I don't know if a snake would even be able to manage this.
Well, he just kind of has to go down a crack and back up, right?
I mean, yeah, but snakes aren't exactly renowned for their ability to carry things.
Yeah. Seems like it's a snake check for sleight of hand.
Sure, give give you the snake sleight of hand, I suppose. Whatever snake it is you're capable of summoning, which I think is just a viper.
I'm actually.
You can summon a snake. Oh yeah, you can summon a viper.
Actually, hold on.
What?
No, you do not have it trained. Damn.
No.
Neither
Snakes.
do you.
There'll be no animal with it trained.
Sorry, this horse knows how to pick pockets.
Fuck.
It's
I
not
know
a
you're-
skill.
Over the hedge that had the horse that wanted to steal? I don't remember.
If you only
Yeah,
if you're
it was
only the things if you're animal intelligence, you're not even allowed to pick sleight of hand as a skill. So
Like, if you're able to summon, like, small elementals, I would have been like, sure, Earth Elemental could have slipped further, but unfortunately you're stuck to the first level summoning list.
Yeah, for a whole nother level up, yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, the only thing I can particularly think of is, Lillian doesn't have it, does she?
Have what, sorry?
Have, escape artist?
No, she just has okay decks.
Okay.
I just wanted to give it a try, though. YOLO. If you want to aid her, you technically can.
Yeah, no, I'm just kind of pouring through all of my options, and unfortunately, a witch summoner that's, less than X level is not very good in this situation.
Nope. Lillian's gotta give it a go. Pre-science. Oh, she'll take her 16. Hey. Please, can I spell? Hold on. Google. Nope. As you spend a couple of hours gathering these reagents, which, considering Tinder's brain is a bit fried for now, I'll give him a bit of time to think unless you think you're good. Well, unless you just want to quickly do your lay of the land video here. Or anything else.
I
Or we can
mean,
wait till next time.
is Lay of the Land a cone or is it just a radius?
Lay of the land is a radius around you, so in this case it'd be 2
Oh,
miles
yeah.
around you.
Yeah, we can quickly do the Lay of the Land then.
Okay. Let me quickly remember how far 2 miles around you would be. Because I think it's technically 6 hexes. I can just give you an aura, can I? Okay. Lay of the land, what do you specifically say? Helps you stop getting lost. That was a special. Okay. I can tell you straight off, I'll be revealing stuff after session because I'll need to actually go look for and update this map. But you don't sense any kind of ichor or taint around this area. So, first of all, so you also don't really sense much in the way of structures. Well, this area is pretty naturally cavernous. There's a lot of caves and such around here.
Okay.
But with that, we'll flash to what will probably be our last scene for tonight. Silas and Aaron.
Alright, so where'd you leave him off at, by the way, if I ask, Silas?
Mean,
Like, mood-wise.
well, considering last I talked to him, we were ending a conversation about how I might help him. He was a little bit annoyed that let's just say that I left off with him a little annoyed, but not immediately hostile.
Alright, I can work with that.
Do be careful though, because I am not trying to get to let out of character, can't remember his name. Why?
Leodric?
Yeah, Leodric. I'm trying not to let Leodric realize that he is the host for the Alchemist of the
really?
Soul. Yes,
Why? At this point,
because
why?
because it would be an insane amount of stress, and it likely would give the Alchemist more hold on him. Because that's how psychic things work.
Yeah? We're working on getting him out, so...
It does
Finish.
not matter. The Alchemist is still actively trying to take over his body.
I don't think he wants that body. I don't mean to alarm
He
you.
wants any body he can get. as evidenced by what he has spoken to me about. He is... Aaron, listen to me. You are enamored by him.
No, look, no,
You
I'm not.
s-
No, shut up. No, I know what I'm talking about. He doesn't go for any body. He's very particular. He's a. I mean, sure, he would take over the body to maybe make himself a new body
Yes,
and then immediately
exactly.
jump into that one. But yeah,
Yes, exactly. That is the problem. Because if he does that, that is what he is trying to do right now. And if he does that, Leodric is dead.
I'm fine. Whatever.
As said, you are not the best with people.
Yeah, well,
Please trust me that I know what I'm doing whenever it comes to...
fine. I won't let Leodric know.
Thank you. Good. Excellent. Alright, let's begin this then.
As I assume, you head to the infirmary in search of Leodric,
Yes, we are.
which you are quickly stopped at the reception, as the same kind of not very caring student is there, and she kind of just looks at you. Oh, Leodric? He left a while ago.
Where'd he go?
I believe Nurse... What was her name? The dwarf.
Oh, you mean...
Oh, yeah. I believe Nurse Mullen took him. Something about private care.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ah, yes. Yes, no, I do.
Did you lose your job at the crafting hall, or
What? I've never worked
uh,
at a crafting hall.
I've met you there.
No?
No? Oh, well, okay. Sounds like
Out
someone
of
I know.
character. No, that voice was a lot more annoying, and I'm not going to replicate it because I can't remember how at
Fair.
this point.
Um, must be a sister relation. Never mind. Would you know where that would be?
I'm not allowed to give out personal details. Thankfully, Silas does know where he could potentially find them.
Don't worry not. Here, we will come back later.
All right.
Let's go this way, Aaron. Lead us off into... out of the earshot. Yes, I have an idea of where Mullen is.
Okay.
Out of character, I kind of don't. So,
Thankfully, in your time in the dream space, you would eventually come to know that, fucking... God, I had his name a second ago. Yes, Dante, Mullen, and her sister all live together on property on the school grounds. You know, it's basically like a 5-minute walk away.
oh, so they're those students that that have their own school apartment.
Oh,
And
wow.
you know, at least one of them is noble, the last living noble of his family.
It is true, yes.
Are you a bit jealous, Silas?
Oh no, of course not. I'm a first year. It'll be unprecedented for me to have my own apartment yet.
I thought you were going
And
for
I've been
unprecedented.
working on it, don't worry.
Okay, that's what I expected. All right, where is it?
It is this way, I can lead you to it.
As you can indeed lead Aaron to it.
Onward.
It's a yeah, you can get there fairly easily. It's just a small, well, not quite that small, but a small building, 2 stories with seemingly a large garden around it. As I assume you basically walk up and knock on the door.
Nope.
Before we go,
Okay.
we do that, Silas is going to turn to Aaron and say, "Do be respectful. You are about to enter a noble's place of abode."
Actually, I was going to mention that we're not going to do that at all, since we don't want Leodric knowing, and me standing there staring intently at nothing and just not sitting there quietly the entire time doesn't sound like a fun time. So why don't we just sit
It's
up
actually
beside the door?
it's actually not as big of an issue as you think, because when the alchemist speaks, Leodric kind of goes away for a little while. Or at the very least, he is distracted.
Out of character, I thought that was for your
Wait.
hypnotism.
Right, that is. Which, I mean, we can do that, though.
No, why don't we just like sit outside the house and you just like go through the wall?
Because one, that is rude. Especially since this will be my first time physically entering Dominic's, or, Dante's, domicile.
Yeah. So
I
just
have
don't go in the
appearances
building.
to keep up.
Don't go in the building.
No, because that is even ruder. I have already entered the premises.
They have a nice garden. Just sit on a bush or something.
It is not proper for a noble like myself to just waltz into another noble's domicile and then lounge in their garden.
I think that was like literally the point of being a noble.
No, that you do that for the public gardens and things like that. Gardens you own, not another's.
Yeah.
Unless you want to be very, well, again, very flaunting of your power.
Sure.
However, Dante is not my subordinate, and thus I cannot do that. It would not be
Oh.
proper.
I don't know, that royal ass could use a bush to sit in.
I am not royalty. I have said this before.
It's figure of speech. By the way, she's at the door just listening to us.
Yes, that would not be her. That would be Ballin.
Oh.
Greetings, Ballin.
think I
Apologies for.
I haven't
yeah.
actually opened the door yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Here,
Aaron
let us just
Aaron
knock.
Heard walk up.
Yes, let's just knock. Let us
Knock,
knock
knock.
and be somewhat honest here. Yes. However, again, respect, mind your manners.
Do you know?
Yeah, I said knock knock.
Oh, sorry, I never heard you.
Yeah, sorry.
As I say large, a dwarven woman opens the door going, "Oh, you two finally done yapping?"
More or less. Probably not, though. We're here to talk to someone else.
Hello, Ballin.
Hey, yeah,
How are
I
you?
heard you all outside. Come in, come in. Hi, Silas.
Greetings. Is Marlin around?
She should be upstairs when we get her.
It's not her that we sort of wish to speak to. It is more her current guest.
Oh, I mean, she'll probably want to speak to you about that anyway.
Yes, we will. If you would, could you please lead us up there?
Just go sit in the sitting room. I'll go get them.
As you wish.
Respectful, you say?
Yes. Ballin is
I like her.
Ballin is a little gruff. Her sister a bit less so, but again, they are not the nobility of this house.
As
Now Silas is just mumbling to himself about. Actually, I'm not sure where Dante is.
you do not know. At least curiosity can't feel anything within their 20-foot blind sense. But eventually, you'll hear the thumping of feet down the stairs as you sit in the sitting room as Mullen will over into a corner. Oh, Silas! I didn't know you knew
Mullen.
here.
Yes, I learned you were all staying here whenever I was looking for apartments of my own nearby.
Oh, well, welcome to our abode. Can I get you anything to drink, anything to eat?
A light tea would be nice.
Of course, I'll be back in a quick second. Anything for you, Aaron?
Don't. The tea, I guess?
Sure. She'll busy herself away a couple of minutes and come back with tea and some snakes.
While she's away, Silas will just say to Aaron, "Well, I get Dante isn't actually here, so I guess there's less of a problem with you being less formal than I thought."
Ah, sweet. Thank God.
Yes, Mullen and Ballin are a little bit more homey than others.
Nevertheless, do we just want to get to the point? Because frankly, I don't. She already knows.
With Mullen, yes, most likely. It would be a wise idea. Did I mention that both her and her sister are psychic as well?
No.
As is Dante.
Okay. Wow. All right. I'm feeling outgunned here.
Do not worry. There's a reason. It is a good thing. Trust me.
Right. By the way, speaking of psychic, there actually is a few tests I want to run when we get back. Is that good for you?
Yes, fine. My day is free anyway.
Thank you.
As Mullen will busy back with the tray of snacks and tea. Okay, good. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Thank
Any
you.
sugar?
Thank you. No. Actually, yeah, I do. Thank you.
As she'll pour herself a drink of tea and sit down.
Right. So to the point. Frankly,
Oh.
we're to the point where I think we can maybe resolve the Lyodric conundrum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got a few things on our plates that could cleared off, and I've done a bit of research, and I think I can work something out. Frankly, we need to talk to the alchemist, so that's kind of why I'm here.
She leans back. Okay. Silas, you know what sort of state he's in, yes? He's fragile.
And I assume there have been developments. You have been
Uh,
monitoring his psyche, well, their psyches for a lot more directly than I have.
I mean, relatively, Leodric's been pretty samey. He's just been kind of here, been kind of lost.
Yes,
I've tried to help him with that, but he's just kind of.
I feel as if that might be the pressure of the alchemist's psyche on his own mind.
I don't know. The alchemist, after the flare up he had, she air quotation marks, he's been quiet. I don't trust it.
Yes, I wouldn't either. It is
Why I came here is because I know his kind and he is scheming. I can guarantee you that.
as well as he's likely not too happy with our last encounter.
Frankly, from what I gathered, you guys just kind of hit him with a sledgehammer.
It's not. No. No.
That's what I got from the readings.
No. That is not it at all.
Okay, well, are you telling me that you used sledgehammer to direct a scalpel? Because I saw the psychic readings coming out of those pulses.
Anyway, yes, we believe it would be a good idea for us to speak, but as you said, he hasn't been very talkative. I'm hoping that we may be able to draw him out a little bit with Aaron here. Get him a bit out of his scheming bubble, as Aaron thinks he is in.
And frankly, having someone that won't talk around in circles to him is, I think, would be a benefit.
Mullen looks to Erin, giving her basically just a once over in her eyes before.
What?
Nothing, but if you're doing this, I'm going to be there with you.
Alright.
And not taking the chance that something could happen to Leodric.
Excellent. I was not going to let you just saunter off while we were doing this.
Silas, do you think I'm that sort of person?
No, of course not. Alright. Plus having multiple psionics there will bolster any defenses to prevent him from, well, causing any troubles.
I also kind of assumed you could get me to talk to him. Was I right in that assumption? Or was I...
Yes, well, be
Yes.
careful.
Alright.
The man's dangerous. He's not something you should just be toying with.
Yeah,
Indeed.
but he's still a guy. You can't just sort of lock him in a...
He's a guy who's caused immeasurable suffering across 2 continents.
As well as who has cheated death countless times over.
And that should be commended.
As well as one who has happily spent his own allies to do so.
That... bit debatable, but...
Just don't try being smart, okay?
I know.
Shall I bring him here or shall we go to Leodric?
I don't know what's better.
I mean, it's comfy here.
It's comfy.
Yes, I think it is best for us to find a very comfortable place. I assume you have not told Leodric that he is the host at the moment yet.
I haven't, but
Good.
I think he knows already.
I would not be too surprised. I feel as if he has a hunch, but I do not think he knows the full story.
I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go get him. Is there anything else you wish to discuss before this is your last chance to conspire, essentially?
I take out a small white powder, I pour it in my tea and drink it really quick.
Chemical bolstering.
It's Tears to Wine. But I don't make it wine because that doesn't make any sense for Aaron.
Okay.
It's a drug.
Fair enough.
All right. Actually, that's a good point. I'm going.
Yeah, that's a good time to cast buff, so yeah.
Yes, it is.
While Silas is thinking about casting buff, I throw a bit of white dust in his
I was just thinking Aaron being like, here, Silas, drink my drink.
No. It affects an amount of liquid, so I just throw some powder in his tea. It
I know, I
ruins the
just want to
tea,
make-
but it takes effect.
Disgusting.
I wanted to make a joke about indirect kiss.
Shut up and take your medicine.
But I'm going to cast Heightened Awareness on myself. That's a personal spell anyway. And I'm going to hit. I think I have to hit basically everyone in the house with casting a Moment of Greatness.
I mean, I don't think it goes through walls, so if you very quickly wanted to close the door.
I don't need to. It's fine. If I hit Mullen Leodric with it.
Give me a second.
Ooh, wait, I don't want to hit the Alchemist with it, though. I don't like that.
The main thing I'm looking at is Aspect's Curse. Okay.
Oh, right. That. Oh,
You're
God.
lucky because Moment of Greatness doesn't allow for a save, only spell resistance.
Oh, thank God. Hey, Aaron, guess what you're getting?
What?
You and I are both getting a Mind Shield.
I still don't know what that means, but okay.
I am bolstering your mental faculties.
That doesn't mean anything, Silas.
Yes, it does. It actually very much
Like,
does.
those words in conjunction mean nothing, like statistically, or like.
I am
what I
psychically
expect from my
empowering
role.
your willpower.
What? How do you do that?
How do you coat something in a resin?
By applying a resin with heat to a metal surface?
Yes,
How do
I am
put
doing
a
that
mind shield
psychically
around
equivalent.
something?
I am doing
suppose
the psychic equivalent of that.
Are you two okay in here? You're sure?
Yes, we are
No,
fine.
yes, fine.
As Mullen comes back with Leodric.
We both get a plus. We both have a +4, or you have a +4. I have a +5 to my will save.
Endless bickering.
Yes, do not worry. This is just how we do.
Oh, okay. Leodric, you know these two already. I don't need to introduction, so discuss it.
Hello, Leodric. Just
Good.
checking in on you.
As Leodric comes in, he looks tired. It's probably a good way to put it.
Sleeping well.
He rubs his face. I've been sleeping fine, it just doesn't feel restful, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you two? It's been a while.
Oh, I've been better, but I'm coping.
Yes, it has well been better, but doing all right.
Basically dealing with a lot of the other situations that have been going on that have been revolving around the fact that you woke up in a random lab somewhere. It turns out a lot of things have been waking up in random labs.
Oh?
Yeah, long story. I'll tell you it later.
Oh.
Especially
Okay.
since I don't actually know all the results of it right now, so I can't. I don't want to lie to you.
Oh. Thank you. So, what's the visit for?
Just checking up, honestly.
Yes, we
Oh.
we came to your hospital room, and turns out you are here having a private session with Mullen.
Oh. Mullen's been very kind. As great as it is to stay in a hospital room, it gets very samey.
Yeah, it's sterile.
Yes, I agree. You will not find a better one to care for the mind than Mullen.
Aw, thanks, Silas.
Compliment to what I see.
You mentioned at some point that
Hmm?
you just got sort of. Do you know what's causing the poor sleep?
No, it's just I don't know. It's like my head hits the pillow, I fall asleep, but there's no dreams. It's like I'm running in my sleep.
Yeah.
See.
Silas wanted to try the memory thing again, so see maybe you can pick up some more details.
Oh,
This would be a wise
As-
attempt. A wise
Well,
time
looks
to
up.
attempt it.
yeah, Mom looks up. Oh, yeah, I'm not very good at it, but Silas is pretty good. He should be able to manage to make you remember something at least. His eyes kind of brighten a little bit. Oh, sure. Is it just the pocket watch thing like before?
In a sense, yes. It will be that as well as a few other things this time. I have done a bit more reading, gathered a few more implements, that sort of thing. That will help.
Oh, okay, I'm ready when you are.